Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Survival Stories, edition 113. That is an amazing number. I am in Lennox. Last episode we built this beautiful, well, started to become beautiful Thaumcraft room. It's still pretty dark in here. But I love it. I love this feeling. It's a dungeonous feeling. Since then, I've been thinking a little bit. I've been thinking a little bit, and I've also been node hunting because no longer do we have the mob farm to give us the rechargeable wand. That, ladies and gentlemen, is something that I want to get back on track today. Ideally, today's episode will be us completing this room downstairs here. Working a little bit on this room. And the next room, and the next room. Ideally, I'd like the tower to be kind of like at least a Thaumcraft infrastructure today. In order to do that, we're going to get technical here as well. We're going to have to figure out a way to cook down the essentia. We're going to be doing a lot of stuff up here. I'm trying to think of everything, but let's just get started. The first thing I want to do is get all the jars organized, and I've kind of realized, I saw in the last episode, that there was a lot of jars I had that wasn't that wasn't void jars, so that's going to be important. All of the jars should be void jars. And I've also, as you can see, I should tell you about this right now. There are 49 different essentials I've counted to. And 49 split in 7 is 7. Which means that we would need 7 of these shelves of 7, because each of these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shelves. And then I have and a half, which gives me a nice area for an entry. Because we didn't really figure that out in the last episode. So that's what I've done. And now I'm planning on trying to keep this order when I place these out. So next is going to be Terra. And then we're gonna want Ignis. I love Thaumcraft. It's such a beautiful mod. Everything. It deserves the most beautiful build in our world for sure. The applied energistic things haven't been solved yet. I'm still having massive issues. And it's at a point where it's actually... I don't want to spend too much time on whining about that today, because I was kind of whining last episode. But I'm spending so much time trying to figure it out. I've pretty much broken down the entire system back at the, let's see, Perditio. Back at the Silicon Valley. Still no go though. Vacus, how does that look? It's gray 1. There are going to be some that I don't have, and I'm going to mark them up with okay, I see. I'm going to mark them up with signs. So Vacus may actually be one of those. Yeah, seems like it. Okay, so you go there, and then I'm going to go ahead and put a sign there saying Vacus. Is that what this was called? Vacos. Okay. So this is going to be a little bit of a project that we need to get down in order for this to look good. Now, I wonder, how is it that we make these banners again? That's pretty simple. So I'm not sure about what colors to use for them. I was talking last episode about using the same kind of background as the color of the essentia. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or not, but we'll figure it out. Next, we're gonna need Lux, Tempestas, which is another one I don't think I have. That's the thingamajiggy. Lux, Tempestas, Modus. Modus I do have. Quite a bit of these that we actually don't have. Holy cow. It also turns out that there's 48, because the last one that was tricking me is actually just an unknown aspect. I guess a placeholder. But that's okay. I'm going to have to redo the whole thing, the sorting. But I'll do that once we have all, because now I marked them down like this. There are a few that I've never even heard about. Vitium, well, Venium, Victus, Vitreous. Yeah, there are a lot of different ones. One that I do know is the Limus. I think it's Lime. Let's see. Yeah, that's Limus, right? Limus, yes. So let's cook down Just gonna make sure that we have a little bit here. And then I know Gellum, which should be ice. There we go. So we're gonna need to cook down 2 pieces of ice blocks. Oh wait, this thing is full. I'm just gonna go ahead and waste the essentia that I cooked up earlier. Then we do that. Now what we can do, and I didn't show you this in the last episode, but we can do this. Boom. Let's see if I remember. And then we take the limus, we stick it in there. We take a blank label and we label it. Then we grab ourselves the banner. Oh, it's a here. It's a here. And we do not that, but we grab that and we put it, let's put it back here for now. It's not going to be pink. Actually, pink doesn't look half bad. Then I think we can... Oh, we can't. Okay. Okay, don't know. I thought I could do it like that. Maybe, no. No, so we're actually going to go ahead and pick that up then, I guess, and do that. Boom. That would be the limus one. I love these banners so much. Let's cook up some ice as well. If we didn't start it, nope. So let's do 2, 3, 4 so that I can keep 1 bucket in the thingy. And let that cook. I'm going to go ahead and off-camera finish up the void jars. Hopefully. There are quite a bit. And the problem is that we don't have a wand recharge. And they cost like 15 per DTO each. Which is freaking unbelievable. Let's actually just go ahead and cook up 32 of that limus as well while we're at it. So I'm going to finish this off camera. It will probably be a few hours here, but that's going to be nice. I'm going to be so happy. Gellum, there. I'm going to be so happy once this is all done and organized. We'll never have to touch it again, hopefully. At least that is the plan. So, let me get on with that, and I'll come back to you. Alright guys, I've got all of the different essentia installed. And I gotta say, this room is looking gorgeous. It's just by getting all the jars in. I mean, it's no joke. These are super pretty. And they make a very, very funny noise when you hit them. I think they used to wobble once you hit them before, actually. Maybe they still do. Can I do... No. Okay. Anyway... in the last video, a lot of good comments, and thank you all so much. One of the comments you guys said was that we should lower the altar. So I just did that here, and I tried it out, and I gotta say it's pretty. It's good. Yep, you guys have done it again, giving me a suggestion that is just looking very, very, very nice. It was on the discussion topic whether or not I should stop making so flat builds, because I make all my builds very flat. I'm not super loving this though. I think it's beautiful, it's gorgeous, but I'll let it sit here. I'll let it grow on me a little bit. And we'll work on something else for now, because I've been trying to record this me doing the lowering here, and it's just been failing a little bit. So we'll leave that. You guys let me know what you think. I definitely love the floor. It turned out much better once I lowered the whole thing, and I also extended it once. 1 block, and it makes sense now as well that it's on a different level because the floor is different, so it kind of feels like you're going into the altar type of thing. I want to spend some time today on doing some decorations, but before that, let's continue working a little bit on the infrastructure here. I also want to get technical today. So many things. We may have to spend a few more episodes here. We'll see. We'll see. What I'm thinking first is we do a spiral staircase, one of these bad boys. I've dug out the 3x3 here. I want this tower to feel kind of cramped, if you will. Oh, that worked out perfectly. I can't believe it. Beautiful. Okay, I usually have to redo these a few times before I get it right. But that's good. Yeah, I want to get this thing very, very cramped. The feeling should be that it's cramped and kind of very, very decorated. And I also want to use a Arcane Levitator. Well, let's put that there. And I believe we can put a block on top and cover this. And now we should be able to travel. Yes, look at that. Aha, we travel Thaumcraft style in our Thaumcraft tower. I like it. And if we want to, we can of course take the stairs, which I'll never do. But they'll be there anyway. And then maybe we just cover this up. Will that look weird? Let's just try it. This here looks pretty weird. I did have an idea with bookshelves, but I don't think that would look good. Like, for me, Thaumcraft and bookshelves, that makes sense. The problem is that they're freaking oak. Is there any bookshelf? Maybe forestry adds... Oh yeah, they do. Or Natura. Natura adds different bookshelves, but none that are kind of very dark. That's a shame. There was a purple one, but I think it was too colorful. I'm not sure. I don't think we do bookshelves, right? I think we take the bookshelves away. Still doesn't look great, though. Can we go with, like... That would look weird. What do we do to this entrance, actually? It's a good question. Do I go like this here? Let's try that out real quick. I don't know why I always say real quick, by the way. It doesn't really matter how long it takes. And sometimes I get really upset when I watch my videos back and I hear myself say real quick. We could move this there. Then we have a 2 there and a 2 there. And we could stick something in there. I don't like that they are this close together here. Although that's what we have there. Let's see. Let's go upstairs. I made some BiblioCraft items because I want to get decorative. Decorative indeed. But one of the things we have, of course, are the candle wall lights. Why are they called candle lights? Why can't they just be wall candles things? That didn't make any sense. I really don't like this. It's terrible. But, okay. We'll come back to this. It's good to have a staircase here anyway. It's good to connect things up. But I wanna get this whole thing decorated as well. I just gotta think a little bit. The next thing I wanna think about though is this room. And let me give you a piece of my mind, okay? You ready for this? Clear out any other thoughts, because here comes the piece of Iskall mind. No, I'm just playing. In here, this is kind of our entrance hall. This is our entrance room. We built this staircase last episode and it didn't turn out that bad. I mean, when I built this... oh, I'm sorry, excuse me. When I built this, I was really unhappy with it. But now, you know, it's pretty decent. It's pretty okay, I think. But anyway, we have the entrance here. I've dug out a hole in the middle because a lot of the comments said that we definitely should have a sky window. I think we spoke about it in the last episode a little bit as well. So maybe what we do is... we go down here, we grab some barriers. I gotta say another thing, last time, a lot of last times now, but last time we were talking so much about, or I was furious, the entire episode I was furious, tried to hide it best I could, but I was truly furious about frickin' Applied Energistics losing connection. And the amount of ideas that I could, that you guys gave me in order to solve the issues, I'm gonna try, well... Here, let's remove you. Let's do this. Yeah. And actually, I wanna change my mind here. I wanna do that, and then I think I wanna go with these. No. Damn it. Can't decide. Let's do this then, and let's split these into fitted. Yeah, the amount of ideas that you guys had, that's pretty okay. For what the AE2 issue could be, I'm just shocked. So many of you had so much good knowledge. The most common things you said was that it's definitely because some chunk in your system isn't loaded. And I was thinking to myself, who do you think I am? You think I'm brand new? Shouldn't I have loaded chunks? What are you talking about, you know? Turns out you were right. There was a cable. Here, let's actually watch this map here. This is not Journey Map. Map Maker, I think it's called. There was a piece of a chunk somewhere here. Where am I? Oh, I'm in the wrong dimension. Dimension 31. Huh? No, this is the Botania. Yeah. This chunk here, one of these in the middle here, wasn't loaded. And in that chunk, there was 16 cables. And ever since I loaded that chunk, I haven't got a single AE2 crash. So hopefully, and I'm saying that with a bit of caution, everything is working and is going to continue to work. So thank you all so much for helping me locate that issue, okay? Thank you so much. Does that look weird? I think that looks pretty weird, actually. Not sure if I'm loving it. I want it to look more grand. We'll leave it like that for now. There's a lot of things that we'll leave like that for now, but I'll come back and I'll overhaul them if I need to. Maybe actually we have to do this. This may be what's causing it. Yeah. Let's do this. Check this out. Let's go with these. I wanted to bring a topic up for today's video, a common topic, and this is something that I want to start doing because I enjoy reading you guys' input so much, and sometimes there aren't a whole lot of things to talk about when I just play and I don't really talk. But I got one question for you all. Let's do this as well. Yeah, I like that. See how great Abyssal and Greatwood goes together? It's just like they marry each other. Yep, that's how it sounds. We can do this. Nope. Yeah, the thing I want to talk to you guys about is in regards of if there is, because I don't think there is, if there is a wrong or a right way to do YouTube videos. There are definitely 500,000 different wrong ways to do YouTube videos, for sure. But I don't think there is a right way because simply I think there are too many people and with different mindsets about how a video should be and how it shouldn't be for there to actually be a template that you could just apply to your videos and then they will get a lot of views and they will get a lot of good feedback and all that. And here's my question in regards of that. I think this looks pretty cool. It looks like a weird altar of some sort, which it kind of is down there. So that makes sense. So my question and the discussion for you guys is, do you believe that there's a right or a wrong way to do a YouTube video? And more importantly, what is it that makes you love or hate a YouTuber? I'm not much for hate. So, you know, keep that to I don't want you to out any names or any YouTubers, but are there elements that you love and what makes you come back to a YouTuber? Let me give you an example. Is it the voice? Is it the entertainment value? Is it the content per se? I mean, is it the technicality of the person? Is it the game that keeps you coming back? Because I understand that most likely, you know, you found someone because you were interested in the game, but does that keep you coming back or is there something else? Is it the skill of the game that this person has or is it for inspiration? I want to know, okay? For me, I find people and I know quite off the bat if I like them or not. And I can't really put my finger on what it is I like and what I don't like. I want to try and do some staircases here. This is too cramped though, unfortunately. I was thinking of a too wide staircase that goes up here. Sort of like, let's just get a little bit of this on camera together, shall we? But yeah, so for me, I know instantly whether or not I'm gonna follow a person or not. And then, of course, sometimes, you know, I get tired, I get bored of one specific YouTuber. And I know it happens to a lot of you. I know a lot of people aren't following me anymore. Maybe I changed something. Maybe that was terrible. But I think in general, it's just because you know, you get bored. You want to find some new person. Then there are those super loyal fans that just, you know, stick around. Like I have a few YouTubers that I watch that I just can't miss an episode on because for me, it's kind of like I've been following them for so long. I don't want to miss out. A staircase here won't work with this thing in the middle. So maybe we go with Arcane Levitators. Yeah, let's try that as well. If I were to say that I want to pop up here, where would I end up? There. Yeah, that could work. We could change this window out for sure. Because we don't have the altar in here anymore. So these windows, I love them. We're going to keep them. But we may do them a little bit differently. So let's try and stick an altar. Oh, no, not altar. An Arcane Levitator there. Does that take me all the way up? Hey. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Well, I mean, we could have it there. Oh wait, can I put... Oh, look at that! If I put two of those on top of each other... I didn't know that. So what I could do then... Check this out. Probably do this. And then I could hide them with that for now. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You didn't know that, did you? Probably did. But that's pretty cool. Oh, now it doesn't even work anymore. That's weird. I wonder, just out of curiosity, these are affected by redstone, are they not? Let's try that. Let's put a lever right there. Nope. Oh, that's not powering the block underneath. Let's put a lever there then. Oh yeah, look at that. So I can turn them off and on with a lever. That's cool. I like that. Yeah, maybe we use Arcane Levitators to get up. This room, I want this room to be an entrance room. Maybe we put villagers in here for trading. So let me get a little bit more work done on here. I get some grind on. I gotta figure out, like, it looks too big at the moment. I want this room to look smaller when I'm done with it. I know it's weird, but that's what I want. I gotta figure out this as well. How are we gonna deal with this staircase? Because this looks pretty bad. But I'll figure something out. I do that, and I come back to you. Alright, so I've been struggling with this room for a little bit. But, check this out. How do we make a very well too big room smaller and cozier? Well, we shrink it down, of course. And I'm gonna go ahead and listen to you guys, because you are the wisest. We are to have level differences. I just want to see how this looks. That's probably bad. So I'm making a catwalk up here. Okay. Okay. What is that? South Park? Okay. I can't remember. And then I'm thinking we do bookshelves, right? And I'll mix this up in a lot of different bookshelves. The only issue I have with Minecraft and with YouTube is that I have too little time to do the things I want to do. So we do something like that. Then I'm thinking we have fences here. Don't know about this yet. If we fill them in with infernal brick. I think that's pretty good. That's definitely looking good, ain't it? I like it. Notice that some of the bookshelves apparently are multi-blocks from Chisel. Like this one here. Pretty interesting. Anyway, I was thinking we completely skip the whole Arcane Levitators and try and install a staircase right over here, maybe. So that when you come in here... Let's see, let's try to do this, okay? I have a fetish for installing staircases on camera. I noticed. That's what we've done today. We've installed staircases. But this worked out. Yeah, look at that. So I have a staircase like that. You can always sneak around like so. We could remove the bookshelves on this side, but to be honest with you, I think this works. And that looks pretty good. And then we do the same on the other side as well. We'll take this away. I realized that we are running short on time, unfortunately, for this episode. It sucks. I wanted to get to technical Thaumcraft today, but I guess we'll have to spend another episode solely on the technical stuff, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, you know. It's good to kind of differentiate. This is base building and decoration. But before I end the episode, I'm gonna do a little bit more. I have one idea. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, you ready? I found in BiblioCraft that there are chains. There are chains that you can build. There are chains that you can build, you know? And that got me to thinking. I said earlier, I think that I want to do a lot of BiblioCraft decorations. And what I'm thinking then with these chains, unfortunately there isn't a cage, because immediately what I was seeing in front of me when I saw that there be chains is obviously a cage of which you could put, say, a villager in, you know, hanging from the ceiling. But there are chains nevertheless. Oh, I should have got chain. Yeah, there we go. There's a top part a middle part, and a bottom part. And what I'm thinking then, could we do... I believe I tried these out a little bit. I believe we have to place blocks here in order to place them. But I'm thinking, wouldn't it be kind of awesome? And I know it's dark here. Wait, can we light this up? Boop. This whole base is so dark. It's the materials. I'm thinking we run a chain like I saw. Look at that chain. Oh, that's beautiful. It's gorgeous. And there I ran out. Okay, but that's good. Actually, I wouldn't mind taking this thing up a notch. There we go. And maybe one more level. I'm thinking we do a cage here with a villager in. Yeah? And this villager we could trade with. I think that would be pretty cool. So let's see how we do. Oh, that's right. That takes up that block. Okay. I'm thinking dark iron bars. And these aren't optimal. They look very good, but the problem when you build something like this is that it usually... They are placed in the middle part of the block. If you have any other idea what we could use as cage material, please do let me know. I've been trying out some things in creative. Just seeing if I could get this pretty. And it looks decent. It looks okay. So let's see. We come like so. Let's just take a look. Oh, that is gorgeous. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay. Okay. I'm getting excited. We put a villager in here, and although he has a very annoying we'll be able to do some Thaumcraft trades with him. He'll be kind of our prisoner that gives us forbidden magic. Now what I want to find out is if this works. We may have to switch this up a few times before I'm happy with it. It's like a bird cage. Oh, ain't that a beauty? Oh yes, baby. We put a villager in here. He's going to be standing there. We can trade with him. We have to figure out... Maybe we just leave it like that for an opening, actually. The roof of this, or the ceiling of this, though, because the thing here, the chain isn't really connecting. Maybe I got an idea. Remove you and do that. Yes, that is how we do. And then we could go around if we wanted to. I'm not sure. Do this. That looks pretty okay, I think. Yeah. I like that. I like that. Okay. So let me get a little bit more. Let me get a villager in there. I wanna see if I can wrap this room up here in a cutscene. I get me grind on, and I see you back in a moment. It's kind of cool to have him there, but he's very freaking noisy. I'm gonna try something else that I just came up with. I went ahead and I caught myself a boop. Crimson Knight. I don't think we can... No, we can't trade or anything with these, but he's silent and he's our prisoner. Yep, you are. Stupid shrew. I think that's better. But check it out, everybody. How gorgeous isn't this? I really like it. I like the fact that these are actually lighter. I've been complaining that they be oak color, but it works. I really think it works. Down here, I changed up the wall, so the interior of the wall is now this dark one. We still have the grayer one for the exterior. Oops, missed a little bit there. Yeah, definitely some fixes and patches and that, but we don't have so much more time today. Unfortunately, one thing that I was thinking we can decorate with here is like, we could do something like that. Actually, you know what I want to do? Real quick. There we go. I said it again. I want to grab... Oh, shoot. I think I'm out of abyssal blocks as well. I think it's a timely manner to wrap it up and to go do some of that hunting. Last episode was so long, and I don't want this episode to be as long because I know it's a lot to take in. But maybe we do that, and then we take the sword in there. Yeah, that looks pretty okay. I'm thinking like Thaumcrafty stuff, right? So we could have an armor stand possibly. That shouldn't be... Do we want to put it there? Yeah, maybe. And then I have one of these beautiful sets that we can place. I gotta, of course, have to play around with where to place these and etc. But kind of get the feel of what I'm going with here. We can't have it like that for sure. But you know what I'm saying. I love this. I think it's really gorgeous. I really do. Down here, you've seen this, but I did the way I solved this ugly looking stair is that I decided that we should have a downstairs from here, where we do all the alchemy cooking in that. I think that will look out. I think that will work out pretty good. But that is going to do it for today, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that you have enjoyed. I hope that you like this Thaumcraft tower and the progression we're making on it. I thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to hit the like button. If you're new, click the subscribe and talk with me in the comments. I see you in the next episode.